Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, what is up? Dawn of War 2 is what is up with us. Playing as our Lictor Alpha with Jim Beam.
And his opponent playing as the Orc Mekboy, Cudder. We are on Elite Mod as always. Some people ask us that, or tell us that we should put Elite Mod in the description of the video, but I think it's pretty obvious at this point. If you see a video of DoW2,
It's Elite Mod.
you can be sure it's Elite Mod. So Nids versus Orcs, this is a pretty crazy matchup. Very lethal, depending on how the players go in terms of melee versus ranged. Looks like Cudder is going primarily ranged though, because he has his Mekboy commander, but also has double shooters, only with a single slugger, the starting squad. So it won't be as crazy as it were if it was triple sluggers versus triple hormigons.
It's just the movement of that hero unit in the game just freaks me out, man. It's
The
just like
Lictor
it's
Alpha.
like a blind person using like a stick to walk its way along places. It's just there. Yeah, that just, I don't know, it's freaky as. I like it, it's good, but yeah, it's a little bit freaky. Got
Wow.
on the hunt for a Mekboy, I believe, and the Mekboy's like, run away! I think I'll sit in base for a bit, sounds fun. So.
This map has a lot of buildings with garrisons, so it is pretty good for ranged units. But that being said, double spore mines,
Yeah.
those are very good at clearing garrisons.
Yeah, and I think that's the idea. It's just Jim Beam's gonna take a really crazy early engagement. This is like a game-winning engagement. Double spore mines, you get so much work done.
But with 3 range squads, he can just kite them and blow them up. So perhaps he was expecting more sluggers, building them as an anti-melee rather than an anti-garrison.
That's true. Certainly a possibility. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna have to force these orcs into a heads-up engagement.
He's going for it there with the spore mines. Lictor Alpha leads the charge. Does get a knockback, but Y has been popped. He's going for the hormigons. And fantastic knockback there with the Lictor Alpha. Forces him to disengage. Loses only 1 slugger, but getting very low. Wow, very quick mines. I like that.
Trying to deal with the spore mines, which are actually going in to clear it. That's weird. Okay.
Well, I didn't think he had much of a choice. He was only a little retreat path.
Yeah.
Also going for his electric armor, so I believe it's like a damage aura around him. So it's very good versus lots of low health squads, such as the hormigons and the termagons.
Cool. Alright, another squad of spore mines here. They should not be going in though. They'll just get focused down at this rate. Unless they find a perfect. Ah, the kite just comes through just in time. Maybe it's not gonna matter.
I
Really
really like
get really good connections here.
these mines are really good as a counter to the spore mines.
Yeah.
It's sort of ironic, isn't it? How do you counter mines with mines? Almost goes to the war boss, the Mekboy.
I don't know what. Yeah, I guess the reason they didn't keep chasing the shooters is because there were still mines on that flank route. There are so many mines down.
So,
And the spore mines maybe remembered that. I'm not sure.
oh wow, it goes for a turret.
Timing's gonna be off though. Everything's gonna get
Yeah,
engaged.
oh, sledge hooks. That Mekboy was so low. Has to cancel that so he doesn't get a full refund, and he loses the Mekboy. So that's a bad start there for Cudder, despite his pretty strong opening with his that first, you know, taking out 2 spore mines. Those aren't free, so that's a bit of damage done, but could be losing some of his power.
Yeah, and their shooters are too low to kind of contest this, or they can't even get collapse one.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
okay. Shooters, no. Another good plan, shooters.
Now he doesn't have his adrenal glands,
Okay.
so he can't chase things as
Wow.
effectively.
Rebought the mech nice and early as well.
Up too deep. He could have got more sluggers if he didn't base dive that.
I hate seeing that, man. I hate seeing that. Warriors as well are going to get some serious damage done. Lictor Alpha's actually focusing the node. That's weird. Should be helping the, I'm going to say, which one's the range, which one's the melee? Hormigons are the melee ones? How'd I go?
Yeah, he's sort of throwing these away. Maybe he's wanting to zone away so he can get all the power down, but hopefully it's worth it.
Yeah, power does end up pulling. Was I right? Is that Hormigons?
See, the hormigons are the melee,
No,
the
fantastic.
termagons are range.
It's like stalactite, stalagmite, but for Tyranids, so.
What?
Stalagmite and stalactite?
What's that? Oh wow,
Like,
squad leader comes in.
Like, what's the difference between stalactites and stalagmites? You know, in caves, the rock formations in caves. So, like,
No, I don't know rock formations in caves.
Right.
but-
Okay. Like you know how right. So like, water gets into like limestone and stuff, and it drips down over like hundreds of years, and you get these like conical shaped spines in the roof of caves and stuff. Not knowing what stalactites and stalagmites are is like a weird gap in your knowledge base.
Okay. Sorry.
Everyone in the YouTube comments is gonna lol.
Is that me?
What? No, it's not. But like hormigons, termigons, stalactites, stalagmites, you gotta tell the difference between them because.
Oh
like,
wow! Retreat
never mind.
mines? Is that next level?
Yeah, it's next level. Gets the wipe. Look, the joke's just gone on way too long. You're not getting it. I'm not gonna roll with it anymore. The mines are nice from this Mekboy. I'm all kinds of sad, but you know, whatever.
The mines could actually backfire. We saw they knocked back the sluggers.
Yeah.
So that can prevent him from chasing.
Yeah, mine's just such a pain in the butt. So the power snipe was nice, and it worked out well because the power farm for Jim Beam's actually on the same side, so it wasn't able to be harassed. Yes, Cudder took the wrong guess when it came to which power farm you invested in, and it turns out it was the other one.
Wow. Allows allied infantry to reinforce, reduces damage by 30%. That's pretty strong. Adrenal glands, health, energy, regen. Okay, so.
Adrenal glands standard, so yeah. Then you have flash hook.
Now he's gonna get in the building.
Get me a Mekboy.
Oh no. No spore mines left. Oh no, he builds more.
Yeah.
How much actually are they? We can't tell. That's annoying. They're not much, but it adds up.
Yeah, it adds up. I mean, they're not crazy expensive, and they're not cheap either. I mean, yeah, that was kind of a weird flash hook, I guess. Wow, is it really gonna get 100 at zeroed? That would suck. If we get closed on here.
If he gets another flesh hook, he can kill him. I don't know what the cooldown's like. No, not able to. Not having the upgrade on these hormigons, so they don't chase as well.
Yeah. So that was an instant retreat as well coming in from the Mekboy. If it went down, I would have been incredibly sad.
The shooter squad.
Sorry. Oh, well, it must have been shooters. Was it shooters? Okay,
That was a
just
squad of
one
shooters.
model. I was just
Yeah.
thinking Mekboy for some reason, but
Well, there's the leader, the knob.
maybe that was why. Where's the Mekboy training? You sure it wasn't the Mekboy?
Yeah, it was definitely the shooter.
Okay.
Because it was this knob leader.
Right. Okay. Maybe that was why I got confused. See, it was probably Knob.
So. Oh, it increases health as well.
Okay. Boys for a set of the mines.
He doesn't have the energy to use both the mines and the armor, so I think he
Yeah.
got this more just for the bonus that it provides, the passive health increase.
So Jimmy now is starting to cost him a little bit low on squads. I think that's 4 spore mines so far, 4 or 5 spore mines that have been pretty much thrown away, but not much effect and not really winning engagements. This is where Cudder's going to start to shine, when Jim Beam can't find a winning engagement, and now his gens are going to be harassed at the same time.
So Jim Beam having 5 power generators compared to the 1 of Cudder. So he's going to have a lot more power. He's going to have enough to go for his tier 2 now. There goes the Mekboy. Maybe we'll see Hormigons go down, though. They are quick at disengaging.
Turner's going to be hunting down one of the squads, and there's the turn.
Oh, wow. You can reinforce in combat. Bear that in mind. But he actually hops over the cover, allowing him to escape, and maybe the sluggers will go down now. So this is what I was referring to at the start, where this matchup is just so lethal and so cutthroat. There's no garrison clearing here, so this is going to be pretty frustrating for the Tyranny player.
That last second retreat was pretty on point as well. That was fairly clutch. While engaging like everything into melee and popping stuff, managed to find the retreat onto the one Hormigont squad. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I think he has to activate the reinforce.
Sorry?
He has to actually activate the ability,
Yeah.
which then provides the reinforce. So
Right.
it's not like a
No, I mean the
passive.
retreat.
Oh no, I was
Right,
just
okay,
following up my own thought
Right,
where I
right,
said,
okay,
oh, he has
right,
retreat,
right,
but
yep,
he
yep,
probably
yep.
didn't, because I think he used it as he retreated. The pheromone cloud, the grey thing around him. Because I haven't actually seen this in play. Not playing Nids often. When I do, I always play the Hive Tyrant. I think he's the easiest one to play,
Yeah, definitely.
which is what I want when and same with Warblast. When I'm off racing, as it were, I want to play the easy one.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I do the same. Trying to flash hook stuff, not my style, man. Not
Yeah.
good enough for that. Let's have a hitty, tanky Hive Tyrant
Yeah,
any day. So.
you just give him the synapse upgrade, so
Yeah.
it gives extra health to everyone. You just walk up to heavy weapons, or you hit them with the charge and whatnot. Okay, so what does he go for now?
Tier 2's here.
He has a lot of
Straight
power,
into some
so
yeah, I mean, it hasn't built anything other than spore mines now since these squads came out.
this could go straight for the tier 3. Get his Carnifex out.
It's gonna be up against the Death Dread from Cudder. Go for it preemptively, which I don't hate, and Tyrant Guard.
Wow, that's 400 rec and 60 power. That's very rec heavy. Compare that to a Dreadnought, which is 500 rec and 120 power. That's spore mine drop, I think.
Yeah, it is. Nicely avoided. Interesting. Half of some of the icon was cut off there. That was kind of cool. Okay, is this to buy time or?
Well, buying time doesn't make sense when he's going for a Tyrant Guard. Does he cancel it, given that he sees the Death Dread?
Find out.
No, he goes through. There isn't any anti-vehicle.
No.
It just seems weird to have this much power and only go for a Tyrant Guard.
Yeah.
Because now he's got no rec, and tier 3 plus something tier 3 is very expensive on the rec.
Yeah, a little bit odd. Tier 3 might have made more sense there. But I guess, look how much power is invested at the moment, like double farms, so gotta go for something to hold on to that. I guess I get that. Yeah, whenever you're on 2 farms versus one farm, I mean, you're gonna get lots more power. So just buying time for as much income as possible, maybe that makes the most sense. The rec lead is always gonna be a problem, like you just mentioned. It's rec heavy to go for these upgrades. Go for the tier upgrades.
Okay, what's this? The Corrosive Claws increases Lictor's offensive power, increases the amount of damage they take, and slows. Oh my god.
Wow. Does that apply to the Death Dread?
I don't know. I also hope it is broken on retreat, but I have a feeling it's probably not.
If that applies to the Death Dread, that'd be pretty crazy. Like using that in conjunction with the Tyrant Guard would be cool.
So I think that just gives us a regen bonus or like some kind of a buff. We can get focused down pretty quickly. I must admit, the voiceover said Tyranno formation underway, and I thought that was the ultimate. Why, you can build spore mines from that?
Yeah, it must be. Okay. So maybe that's why I went for it. Are they looking to clear mines here, or? They're not very effective at clearing mines. They're gonna like reveal some of them, I suppose. So that's not bad.
And here we go, adrenal glands.
Just more.
He has stealth
mines
detection
that
from the warriors.
Warriors,
so
yeah.
I guess he doesn't have any range. Yeah, he doesn't have any range units to shoot them. He must have lost his termagants that he had at the start.
What is Jim Beam going for? I think he's just buying time. This is purely like a standoff because he has the superior power income and just wants more rec. There we go. He's going tier 3. It is. It's a stall. It's a stall.
Yeah.
Purely a stall tactic. It's like, I might go for you. I might go for you. Keep your Mekboy here. Don't harass my power.
He also had the VP lead and still does.
Yeah, 348 for Jim Beam compared to Cudder's 247. At a pretty good spot, and currently neutral, holding over this middle VP. So it's a good spot to stall from.
Okay.
And it's not this just blowing so many mines. Mines.
It's only energy, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but I mean, it's just like.
Oh wow, he gets the Mekboy?
Yeah, he gets the Mekboy.
Now he can use his electric armor.
It's the mental like facet of it here. I think it's just like it looks like Jim Beam wants to go for an all-in. Looks like he wants to go for an all-in, and Cutter's like, yeah, he's going for an all-in and just spamming mines down everywhere, which is the right move. It makes sense. But in reality, it's just a mind game that Jim Beam's playing so he can get up to some tier 3 units, which he's going to have very shortly. I mean, 250 power pretty much. After he's already invested into the tier 3 is pretty awesome.
Yeah, but he's waited so long, Cudder getting his tier 3 as well.
But without the power to go for a unit.
Yeah, but it won't take him that much longer, especially if he only wants to go for the knobs. That being said, I like how he used the reinforcement there to keep all his squads on the field. Looking for a bit of a flank, or at least just to get the VP back. It does actually get gets the node down. Spore mine's going to be dropping on top of the looters.
Oh, they run into it. Spawn mines go?
So yeah, he has no red, 28. Been using both the mine drop and also the pillar thing. This cutter still has all of his. He didn't actually detonate there, so he didn't do any damage.
Yeah. Okay, what does Jim Beam go from? Very interested. Has been going for a few upgrades onto these squads.
Wow, I haven't seen this before.
Show me something, Jim Beam. Show me some swaggy plays. Make my casting worth it.
Desiccate her larvae abilities. Squads with thorax swarm. Okay, so it makes them more tanky. That's interesting.
Something, not adrenal glands. So
I guess it makes sense when you have several Hormagaunts. You don't want them to be focused down as quickly, so that you just keep them there for the synapse aura. It's a looted tank, so may even go for his Swarm Lord.
But it has to at this point, surely.
The Swarm Lord, I think that's what it's called. It's like the Avatar in a sense, where it's not so much strong on its own. It's more about the support that it provides.
Yeah.
It gives permanent reinforce around it.
Considering Jim Beam's composition, it makes sense.
Swarm Lord.
Yeah.
Well, but the problem is he's going to lack anti-vehicle, which
it's true.
Looted tank coming out now, and of course that Death Dread still.
Loading almost excess power at this point too.
Yeah, this is a weird game. That's the kind of thing with double farms is double farms can be useful to rush out tier 3, but you don't need to keep a double farm forever. If he loses that double farm, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
As long as he had that initial rush to tier 3, which he didn't even go for anyway. So it is sort of weird, but this is definitely proving to be an unconventional game, a lot more passive than what you normally see.
Definitely is. After a pretty, I don't know, the standard crazy early Nids versus Orcs game is now kind of reverted back to a standoff, essentially, instead of this map. But I mean, Callum doesn't want to stand off anymore. Looted tanks out, he's pretty much pop capped. This is the time to pull the trigger.
And I guess it makes sense when you're versing double looters with an entirely melee army. You don't want to fight into that if you can. He will have his Swarm Lord now, so let's see how effective it is.
We'll at least see some fighting, which I'm keen for. Maybe they're working out a peace treaty. I don't know if Nids and Orcs can work out a peace treaty, but that's what it looks like. Okay, Swarm Lord's here.
It's sort of funny that the Tyrant Guard has more health than the Swarm Lord. Okay. One looted tank. So he can go upgrade his looters to the beamy las gun, whatever it's called. That'll be useful.
This is a weird engagement. Going for a lot of time. Okay, here we go.
Okay, leads the charge with his Tyrant Guard, knocks over one of the looters. The Swarm Lord is now within melee. That's the rocks, I believe. Yeah, there it is. So that's going to be a pretty nasty shot here. Will land on all of these weak Tyranids. If there's any wipes, the Tyrant Guard goes down. So that's a pretty nasty engagement so far, but he can reinforce if he uses the pheromones. Little tanks opening up. Just going for the squads, it seems.
Dread's still in the engagement. Being turned around a little bit here. Some melee attacks, but I'm pretty sure there's some reinforcing going on. There is definitely some reinforcing going on.
He's not
here.
reinforcing his warrior brood. He's gonna have to. Okay, he's reinforcing now. He's gonna have to avoid. Oh no! The Death Dread targets him. He goes down. Death Dread gonna be in the fight still. The Hormagaunts are reinforcing, and the little tank is alive this whole time. Beamy las gun as well, gonna be able to open up on the Swarm Lord.
Swarm Lines playing around here trying to get a bit of work done. They can probably go for this garrison, which they are going to do now. This is going to be brutal.
If he actually gets close enough.
Swarm Lines.
There we go. Go, 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 go.
Come Swarm Lines. Swarm Lines, what are you doing? Okay, that works. Nice. And as you saw there, like the Lictor Alpha went down straight away during that engagement.
He's still alive.
Wipe it!
Well, you can't wipe it with melee units.
Right, good point.
You have to have range damage.
Yeah,
He has a couple of health. If you just keep some Hormagaunts nearby and is able to get another spawn of mines, he can blow it up. But it must be on cooldown. He's looking for the wipe on the Swarm Lord.
That'd be brutal.
Oh wow, it's another looted tank. He uses one of his globals there gives him the speed bonus, so he can chase this down incredibly quickly. Wow, that movement speed is nuts. Turning back to engage now with the Swarm Lord, but he's one shot away from dying. Let's see, up, down she goes. And the las cannon survives, 2 little tanks on the field. Oh man, that's the problem. I called it, the Swarm Lord was not a good choice. He did not have any anti-vehicle.
Yeah, none at all.
The looted tank just sat there the entire time. And of course the Death Dread as well, he had some pretty good damage there. Did a lot before he got taken out. Let's see if that lands. Oh, too late. He's gonna miss that one as well. He cancels it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I feel like a Carnifex there with the Venom Cannon would have been nasty, or even just the melee upgrade. Just go in and just zone away.
Yeah, a lot of things that could have been done. The fact that Lictor Alpha went down and didn't flank as well was a pretty big problem. It got focused down instantly, and because it had the what's the upgrade? Had the claws. That would have actually been really nice to help deal with the Death Dread and the looted tanks, because it's going to give. I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming it will still apply the slow and the damage buff against these units. I think it'd be a pretty stupid upgrade if it didn't. But it was only against melee. So yeah, get the white.
So, okay, he's putting a Carnifex, but there's no VPs left. He's going to lose this one very quickly. I don't think Spawn wants him cap.
And that's the other thing, it's just, yeah, the map control is just completely lost. 75 VPs now for Jim Beam compared to the 226 of Cudder.
One of the reasons why I even went Death Gun on his Mekboy. One of the reasons why I also enjoy playing Hive Tyrant is because it's really easy to just go the Venom Cannon. So you always have that anti-vehicle option. Sort of
emergency anyway.
Same way I also like Tech Marine. Yeah, you always have that melting gun as an option if you're desperate for anti-vehicle.
These mines are going to be nasty as well.
So they're not much damage, but it's going to prevent the capping.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And they get one more time. One more time. Might actually win the game. Those mines are going to win the game. The decap is going to come through, and yeah.
Oh, well, gets this one. Maybe he will neutralize. It's still going to be the middle one ticking double tank as the Carnifex. Now getting his Venom Cannon. Wait, what? Look at the tooltip. I think it's only a bug in the replay tool though. Yeah, the tooltip is Daka Daka Daka. I think I've seen that before. No other issues with the tooltip's wrong.
So yeah, that was a very weird game.
Yeah, that was. I just think it was a good composition, and like I said, the Swarm Lord is it's not a Bane Blade. It's not a move kill everything unit.
Bane Blades.
If you don't have a composition,
it's not a monolith. It's not a necromonolith.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Could have gone for a couple of units as well. Like instead of that, could have gone for like Carnifex and something else as well. Like I don't know what.
So you also tier 3. You also get a Lictor squad or just a Lictor Prime, I think it's called, but that wouldn't be very useful.
No, it wouldn't be very useful, I think.
Venom Brood, pretty strong. There's
yeah, Venom Brood could have been good. Venom Brood Carnifex probably would have been the best there.
Yeah.
And like lots of upgrades, plenty of upgrades as well would have been good. Probably could have did something more than that achieved. Yeah, I mean everything was wiped on both sides. Like both players lost all their infantry squads, but the VPs were ticking in Cudder's favor at the time, and the looted there's no way to deal with the looted tanks.
Yeah.
So even at the end of that, even if everything gets wiped on both sides, the looted tanks still survive that engagement every time.
Yeah.
You just can't deal with even the first looted tank still survives. So yeah, unfortunate. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun. We are looking for support on Patreon as well, so thank you to our current Patreon backers. We are looking to keep pushing that, keep up our current video schedule. It's not sustainable at the moment unless we can get some more dollar bills on Patreon, and then we can keep this amount of content going, keep our DoW content flowing in. Yeah, cheers guys.
See ya.